Hey there, Patriots. If you think that radical Islam is not trying to embed itself in America and try to take over, well, I have some footage to show you that's definitely going to change your mind. Here we go.
Distinguished members of Congress, my name is Amy Meckelberg. I'm founder of Rare Foundation USA. I come before you today out of profound love for this country and at great personal cost. For 15 years, I have documented Islam's assault on Europe and its dangerous advance inside of America. For defending Western values, Islam and its left-wing allies marked my family for destruction. They stalked us, they attacked my loved ones' careers, and sent death threats. Today, I travel with armed security. A simple walk, a grocery run, opening my front door, none of it is safe anymore. Islam has taken that from me. The hardest part of this fight, though, has been watching my friends pay the ultimate price. On January 29th, 2025, my friend Salwan Momika, an Iraqi Christian who fled to Sweden to escape Islam, was slaughtered as I watched. Sweden put him on trial for hate speech, for telling the truth about the threat that killed him. Salwan predicted his own assassination. He knew because the Sharia penalty for criticizing Islam is death. A 1400-year-old war is being waged inside our country. Muhammad, the man that Muslims call their prophet, was a military commander whose mission was to bring the world under Islamic rule. The mission cannot be completed until America falls. Islam is a hostile totalitarian political ideology using our freedoms to destroy us. To every non-Muslim, it offers three choices: convert, submit, or die. It does not stop until every court, every school, and every government on earth is under Sharia. The Muslim Brotherhood turned this imperative into a modern conquest strategy. Two seized documents, the 1982 project and the 1991 explanatory memorandum, detail their two-front plan. Build parallel Islamic societies that reject assimilation while their faithful capture our institutions. The Brotherhood wrote the playbook. Today, every hostile Islamic regime and faction is executing it on our soil. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Turkey, Qatar, Pakistan, Hamas, the Taliban. Different countries, different sects, all marching in lockstep towards one conquest. These networks operate more than 8,000 Islamic nonprofits across America, including 650 in Texas alone.
Okay there, Patriots. Did you guys hear that so far? Did you hear what's going on in Texas? Because I got a lot to show you in this video. Okay? What they're doing to some of the schools in Texas. We're going to get to that. But did you hear what this woman just said? Now, she mentioned one country in particular, Iran. Okay? What's going on in Iran and what's going on with the Iranians that are here in America that are begging President Trump to take out the Islamic regime? Everybody, I shouldn't say everybody on the left wants to ignore it. Do you see the way they embed themselves? They go in, and then when they start taking a little bit of power, they start controlling communities right away. They want to seize all power, and then you have a situation like Iran, okay, with the radical Islamists, and they are embedding themselves here in America. I didn't even know, okay, that this video came out. This was sent to me. Okay, and there was another video that was sent to me also that I'm going to show you guys. But to think that there are so many not-for-profits in Texas alone, she just said 8,650 of them are in Texas. 8,000 within the United States. 8,000 people. Let that number sit in your head. 8,000 Islamist organizations under the guise of not-for-profit in America. Why? Why is it that all these people on the left and all these leftist politicians keep saying that, you know what? Muslims are not a threat. If they're not a threat, why in the world do they need why do they need thousands upon thousands of not-for-profits in the United States? Why do they need 650 of them alone in Texas? because they're trying to change the demographics. It gets better, people. Trust me when I tell you. I'm going to show you something that's going to piss you people off, especially you people in Texas. I already know you people are pissed off. But in all the other states, especially the blue states, your people need to pay attention. You are paving the way for an Islamic regime to root itself here in America. And it may not take 1 year, it may not take 5 years, it may not take 10 years. Their plan is the long game. Okay? Where your children and your grandchildren will suffer. Let's continue.
They built a parallel infrastructures, mosques, seminaries, school, Sharia banks, Sharia courts, Sharia clinics, charities, media, and political networks. They have no plans of assimilating. Texas and Florida are the Brotherhood's command centers. They are the clearest example of the first strategy. Build massive fortresses where Muslims can live cradle to grave under full Sharia.
You guys hear that? What are they trying to build in Texas? Epic City or Epic whatever the hell it is. Okay, they're building up mosques like there's no tomorrow in Texas. They're trying to do the same thing in Florida. And people are upset that Governor DeSantis passed a law that there will be no Sharia law in Florida. There's a reason for that. Because these people will set up shop, and then when they have their own little communities and enclaves, American law, the Constitution, doesn't apply to them. They take it upon themselves to do what they want, which means that behind closed doors, yes, there will be little girls forced into marriage. There will be punishment, Sharia law punishment, in those communities here in America. And I don't want to hear that, oh, well, that's their community. No, this is not the way our country was supposed to be run. We are not supposed to have lawless communities under the guise of being a religious community, committing crimes like underage marriage, because they say that that's how they do it in their religion. Their religion is a cult. I don't care what anybody says. Okay? It was started out by a man who was a warmonger, who was hungry for power, who was hungry for death, hungry for blood, hungry to just brutalize people, and it's been going on for what? 1,400 years now? 1,700 years? Whatever the hell it is? And out of all the countries on the planet, 52 of them, 53 of them are under Muslim occupation and law, and yet they want to come to the Western world and start crying, oh, you're being discriminated, because we don't want to be an Islamic country. We are a Christian country. No matter how much you people on the left keep saying, no, we're not, yes, we are. Do your research, look at the Federalist Papers, read what you have to read, damn it. The founding fathers did not base this country, did not base the Constitution and everything we have on any other religion other than Christianity. The same goes in Europe. But yet you have all these Muslims coming in under the guise like CARE, which already have been deemed a terrorist organization, being in cahoots with terrorist groups. And people are upset why people like me don't want them in the country. In my opinion, I say kick them all out. Plain and simple. And little by little, they're embedding themselves through politics, in the community, in the schools. And it just seems to not end. And why? Because you have the liberal left helping them. And yet they don't even understand that unless they submit, if they get their way, and I've said this on so many videos, if they get their way with the left to use them, they're going to be the ones standing in their way. And if they get the chance to get rid of us, they're going to get rid of them. You people on the left do not seem to understand this. Or maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to be slaves. Maybe you want to be under the thumb of Islamists. And yet you're out there protesting saying no kings. But yet you're helping these Muslim kings come in and try to take over America and our way of life.
In Texas, terror-tied Imam Yasser Qadi is fighting to build Epic City, a 402-acre Sharia compound marked as, quote, the epicenter of Islam in North America, end of quote. In Katy, an $80 million Sharia compound is rising under Brotherhood operative Main al-Quda, whose family are leading terrorists in Jordan. Hamad Ghazali, named in the 1991 memorandum, recruited Americans for al-Qaeda. Today, he writes curriculum for Islamic school children across North America. Texas taxpayers are able to fund him through school vouchers. Across America, the Brotherhood is buying churches and converting them to mosques. A Lubbock school became a Brotherhood mosque in 45 days. In Dallas, 2 imams who preach hand amputation, sex with captives, and stoning adulterers are suing to seize a Christian megachurch. Garland, Texas hosts the U.S. headquarters of a Pakistani jihadi network that trains hundreds of terrorists, including the recent killer of the West Virginia National Guard member. In Florida, third-generation Brotherhood leader Magda El-Qadi Salah runs a self-contained Tampa enclave. A Houston mosque led by imam appointed by the Iran's supreme leader received $1 million in tax dollars while children pledged allegiance to Khomeini. Another Hamas-supporting Tex mega mosque hosted public school field trips while its imams preached that the fathers and brothers can kill adulterous daughters. Members of Congress, there is a little Muslim American girl right now born in Texas under our Constitution with every sacred right our forefathers fought and died to give her. She will never know any of them. Her own father, imam, and teachers raise her to believe she is worth less than half a man, and Islam's texts command this. If she is beaten, it is her fault. If she is raped, no American courthouse will hear her screams. If she is married off as a child to a pedophile, she will never know it is a crime. She is shielded from her birthright, raised to hate her own country, trained to subvert it. There are thousands like her and growing fast.
And another thing, if anybody remembers, this was a few years back, maybe 10 years ago. There was supposedly a cop in New York who was Muslim, and he wound up killing his girlfriend, or his wife, I think it was, or his fiance, because he thought it was, she disrespected him, and it was an honor killing. So that already happened, okay? I believe it was in Chicago not too long ago, maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I mean, the video circulated social media where the father and mother tried to kill the daughter. They went to a school. The father and mother wind up getting arrested because other students jumped in. She was only about 12, 13 years old. And right out in the middle of the street, the father was trying to strangle her, to try to kill her. Because this is the way they think. Okay? Now, what happens if they get their Sharia courts? They're going to let it happen here on American soil. If they get their way, it's going to be where, you know what? We cannot stand in their way. We're going to be condoning the murder of innocent people, the slavery basically of innocent people. Child sex marriage will be condoned. It will be a thing. And I call it that because that's all it's for. As a grown man, there's no way, okay, that I can see why a grown man would want to look at a child and say, oh, I want to marry your daughter, unless it's only for one thing, that he's a sick pervert. And that's how they operate in their so-called religion of peace. I was watching a video a couple of days ago, and I mean, a lot of people say it, but in this video, the guy was saying he thinks he knows why the supposed moderate Muslims and the good Muslims don't interfere and don't go against the radical ones. And I'm just watching the video, and I'm like, go ahead, say it, because I've been saying it. And he said the same thing I say, because they won't do that. You will not see Muslims out there protesting for Christians, Muslims out there protesting for Jews, Muslims out there protesting for gays, whatever the case is. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see Muslims, the supposed moderate ones, whatever, protesting against the other radical ones in the Western world. You'll see them fight each other in the Middle East, like they have factions fighting each other. But you're not going to see that happen in America, in Canada, in Europe. You're not going to see them do that because they stick together. That's what it's all about. There's no such thing as a radical Muslim and a moderate Muslim. They're Muslim. You'll see Jews call out Jews. You'll see Christians call out Christians. Whatever the case is, you know it, I know it. When do you see protest groups, large groups of Muslims condemning what other Muslims are doing? You won't see it in America. I've never seen it in America. Nobody can say they've seen it in America. Okay? Some people will say, well, there was one or two in a group. Yeah, that's one or two. But when it comes to the liberals and the radical Muslims, there are tens of thousands out there protesting in America, in Europe, wherever the case is. And then you'll have this woman right here. God bless her for speaking up. She makes a good point. There's a Muslim little girl born in America, which makes her American. But she'll never know what it is to be American because she'll be trapped under Sharia law and Sharia rule in their community. Which means that if her parents want to sell her off at 9 years old, that's what's going to happen. Because we're supposed to respect their religious ways. Islam is not a religion. Islam is a political movement. It's a war machine. Okay? Why? And she also mentioned Saudi Arabia. Even some of the head guys in Saudi Arabia. I don't want to say the princes. I think there's only one prince, or whatever the case is. I really don't care. But even they said that they've kicked out the radical Islamists. They stick with their religion. They consider themselves to be the moderates, whatever. But they don't want all the radicals in their country. Everybody's out there protesting for Palestine. And the question always comes up, but nobody's been bringing it up lately. Why is it that they don't? Why is it that so many Palestinians are displaced, but they're in the Western world? Why isn't Iran taking the Palestinians? The United Arab Emirates, why aren't they taking the Palestinians? Or the Egyptians, or the Saudis? Because they know that what's coming out of Palestine are going to be the radical ones. They don't want that. But here in America, the freaking bleeding heart liberals are helping them take root. They're helping them get into position of politics. And what are we hearing more and more? We're hearing more of these Muslim politicians that are just blatantly coming out saying whatever the hell they want about America. Look at Dearborn, Michigan. Okay? Look at Minnesota. And if you go and say something, you're deemed an Islamophobe. Well, guess what? I don't fear Islam. I don't fear Muslims. I'm not an Islamophobe. I'm an American. I'm a patriot. I'm a Christian. And I don't want your filth in my backyard.
This war's second strategy captures our institutions and cultures from within. Their operatives have penetrated our State Department, our courts, our school boards to subvert the Constitution and replace it. Hamas, doing business as CARE, has trained 50,000 lawyers, they boast of this, journalists, filmmakers, influencers to embed Islam and rewrite our history. When we object...
And hold on to what she just came out and said about rewriting history. Okay, people? Stick with me. Because the next short video that I'm going to show you is going to totally piss you off.
They scream Islamophobia. Their super PAC floods our elections, mosque-run voter drives. Besides me is 15-year-old Marco Hunter Lopez. He will tell you how the Muslim Brotherhood student arm founded in Texas by Yasser Qadhi's father is targeting Texas children. For speaking out, Marco's safety was threatened. Our nation's leaders are failing our children. Member of Congress, the American people are awake, Washington is not. We must choose the Constitution of the Quran, America or the Caliphate, freedom or submission. There is no middle ground.
Exactly, there's no middle ground. Now the guy that she just spoke about, Lopez, I think she said 16-year-old kid. He's been on the news now, and a video dropped of him getting into it with Jamie Raskin, that snake in the grass, okay? Where this kid is trying to basically say, listen, they've been coming into our schools and behind people's backs, they're passing out hijabs, they're passing out Qurans, they're passing out what do you call it, Islamic pamphlets and Sharia law pamphlets. And Jamie Raskin, this is what I'm saying, the man's a snake. All right, he's nothing but a filthy snake. He's neither Jew nor Gentile. He's not. He's neither a patriot. No, he's just a straight up damn snake. Okay, he's over here trying to mock this kid and trying to put him down, and the kid is trying to explain in front of Congress, a 16-year-old kid, this is what they're doing in our schools in Texas. And all Jamie Raskin could come out and say, his only argument was, well, we're supposed to have freedom of religion. Listen. If you have Buddhist monks, okay, parading around, let's just say Manhattan, playing their music, trying to convert people, some people join, whatever, and then they close it up and leave, that's it. When was the last time anybody's heard that that America has had a problem with Buddhist monks? I've never heard of it. How about anybody teaching, I don't know, what's the Chinese religion? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. What is it, Taoism or something like that? Okay, you never hear of it. So, matter of fact, in all honesty, I'll be honest here. When was the last time anybody has had a problem with Jews harassing people to become Jewish? Not saying there's no radical Jews out there or Buddhists or Christians, yeah. But those people do not represent, okay, the loving part of the religion that if you're Jewish, you want to stay Jewish. If I'm Christian, I want to stay Christian. We're not out there trying to basically tell people this is the way it's going to be. And if you don't conform, you're either going to be a slave, you're either going to pay into it, you're either going to convert, pay into it, or die. Okay? Only Islam has perpetrated that. Throughout history, hundreds upon hundreds of years, they've been doing it all over the world. If it wasn't true, there wouldn't be so many people around the world afraid of Islam in the countries that they live in, generation after generation. Christians have been persecuted the most than any other people over the centuries. Tens of millions, hundreds of millions of Christians have been persecuted, killed, raped. I mean, just dragged through the dirt. Okay? And yet the Muslims come out and cry, oh, they're being racist towards us. They're being Islamophobic. But look at the mess that's going on in Europe right now. All the Pakistani rape gangs. Hundreds, literally. What is it? 250,000 girls in the UK have been raped by Muslims. 250,000 or 253,000 in like the past 30 years, 40 years. How many people have been stabbed? It's been all over the news. There's attack after attack after attack. I did a video, I think it was last year, a year and a half ago, and bear with me, people. I'm gonna get to the clip that's really gonna piss you off. And this is why you have to watch your kids, especially in the blue states. You have to watch your kids in the public school system, because the public school system they are the ones that are gonna wind up trying to push and implement radical Islam in the schools. But I did a quick video about all the religious groups that have attacked people. Okay? And radical Islam alone, in the past like 10 years, are responsible, and I may be wrong, it might be less than that, but are responsible for like over 35 or 45,000 attacks worldwide. And it hasn't stopped. What's going on in Nigeria, it hasn't stopped. What's going on in Syria, it hasn't stopped. It's just not on the news. Nobody's covering it. But it's still going on. And then you have Iranians that have been in this country for 40 years that have been begging to free Iran from radical Islam. And you people are out there protesting to keep that regime in power. It's insane. If you like the content so far, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, people. Give it a thumbs up, pass the channel around, hit the hype button. It helps with the algorithm. We're going to get to the video that's going to piss you guys off. And this is why I say you need to watch what's going on in the school. In my opinion, the Board of Education, the Education Department in all counties needs to be investigated, and the Board of Education needs to be abolished, because I'm telling you, they are, if they're not already in cahoots with radical Islamist people, they're going to be in cahoots with them. Check this out. Okay, this letter was put out by Senator Mays Middleton, I believe, District 11, okay, in Texas. This is April 6, 2026. Texas State Board of Education. It says, "Dear members of the State Board of Education," and you're probably gonna wonder why I'm reading this. I'm trying to set this up right quick, okay? It says, "I urge you to adopt America First, Texas First Social Studies texts that teach students to know and love our founding documents, Texas history, individual liberty, limited government, and the rule of law. Every child must graduate knowing the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, Bill of Rights, and key Texas documents. The board must clearly protect our Judeo-Christian heritage. Students deserve to learn the Bible's historic role in shaping American law, morality, and culture. That heritage must not be minimized to elevate other traditions or woke political agendas. The recent demands from CARE linked group, that's that Islamist group, linked groups, are outrageous. They are a direct coordinated push for Islamic indoctrination in Texas classrooms. They are demanding expanded inclusion of Islamic history and perspectives, staging events to counter Islamophobic narratives, inserting lessons that treat Islamophobia as a major social problem." You see, people? If you don't agree with them, it's because you're racist, Islamophobic, whatever the case is. That's how they get away. Okay, and this has been their playbook for decades. This is how they do it. They come in, help me, they get a little bigger. Can I do this? They grow in power. We're at rule. If you don't, you're a racist. And when you fall back and say, okay, I don't want to be known as a racist, then they get into political power, and then it's over. Where was I? As a major social problem and requiring more Islamic-focused classroom materials, Texas children must also be taught the full truth, the evils of Sharia law, the reality of Islamification, and the documented history of Islamic terrorism. The State Board of Education cannot give 1 inch tomorrow to the ilk of CARE. No Islamic indoctrination, no compromises. Keep the standards clear, rigorous, and age appropriate, so parents know exactly what is taught. Teach American and Texas exceptionalism without activism or guilt. This week's vote on Chapter 113 will set the course for every Texas textbook and classroom. As you consider the issues at stake, reject any weakening of American and Texan history or any opening to Islamic indoctrination. Parents, not pressure groups, are the stakeholders. Defend Texas, defend America, adopt strong patriotic texts that reject Islamification. Sincerely, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and that's the setup. But now check this out. Let me do this the right way. That came from here. And the reason why that letter was written is because all of a sudden now CARE, they want to change the textbooks. Check this out. Okay, let me maximize this. This is among CARE's demands. These are some of the demands that they want indoctrinated into the schools. Students must be taught that 1/3 of all slaves in America were Muslims. You believe that? That's what they want them to teach because of their faith. I'll read it again. Students must be taught that 1/3 of all slaves in America were Muslims because of their faith. They want the removal of Columbus Day. They want the removal of Thanksgiving Day. You see this, people? Teaching that the Alamo, in Texas, people, that the Alamo was influenced by Islam, and the builders of the Alamo did so to honor Islam. Addition to school curriculum of the many alleged Muslim contributions to Texas and the U.S. These are some of their demands. They're trying to rewrite history. They're pushing themselves to rewrite history because now they think they have a stronghold in America like they do in Europe. Okay? Are you people with me? Are you people paying attention? I know you lefties out there are all about, well, you know what? Thanksgiving Day's no good because the Pilgrims came over and they slaughtered the Native Americans, which I don't understand how they're going to say that for the simple fact that they broke bread with the Native Americans in order to have Thanksgiving Day. But now the Muslims want to come in and abolish that. They want people to think that Muslims have contributed to Texas and the U.S. They want people to start believing that it was the Muslims that influenced the Alamo. What happened at the Alamo? Not for nothing, for all you lefties out there that are Mexican, you might want to jump in on this one. Because last I checked, I believe the Alamo was all about what? That's right. Fighting with the Mexicans. So I'm just throwing it out there. How do you Mexicans on the left feel about this? You okay with this? After all the history Mexico taught and America taught about the Alamo, you're going to be okay with this? You're going to be okay with the fact that, oh, you know what? The Alamo was because of the Muslims. Yeah? Okay. Well, this guy right here, he's on YouTube. Okay? Black Conservative 24. He put out this video. Listen to what this lady has to say.
Yo, I cannot believe this is real. Lord help us.
Howdy, Texas. So today we had the organization testify before the Texas State Board of Education, again, the Council on American Islamic Relations, which Governor Abbott has designated as a foreign terrorist organization, which the FBI has said is the face of the Muslim Brotherhood, another terrorist organization. So today dealing with terrorists, they make demands. So I'm going to share with you the demand letter from Shema Zayan, Z-A-Y-A-N, who's...
I'm sorry, people. Let me just cut this for 1 second. I got to fix this right here so you can see his face also. My apologies. Let's get back to this.
Says that she is the operation...
Wait, actually, that was wrong, because then I'm going to be covering her face. I'll go on this side, down here. That should be all right. I know. My bad. Okay.
It's a manager for the Council of American Islamic Relations. Okay, so this is what they want. They want taught to students in Texas that 1/3 of all slaves in America were Muslim and that they were enslaved because of their Muslim faith, and they were persecuted and killed during slavery because of their Muslim faith. So that's why they were enslaved.
You believe that? Oh, let me tell you something. I was a stickler in school when it came to history. I used to question my history teacher about certain things that didn't sound right. I never stuck with it. I'm not saying that I'm a historian, nothing like that. Okay? As a matter of fact, 90%, 95% of Americans that know history will not consider themselves to be historians, but we know for a fact, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I guarantee you, probably nobody's ever gonna leave me a message on this saying that they learned it. No one ever talked about Islam in history class, especially on this on this one topic, how they're trying to reframe history. Okay? Did we learn about the Ottoman Empire and stuff like that? Yes. As a matter of fact, the Barbary Wars, which I just started learning about that, we weren't taught that. Was something that we should have been taught in American history classes. We weren't. I know I wasn't. But for them to come out and try to rewrite history saying that, oh, you got to teach this because Muslims were persecuted because they were Muslim and this happened and that happened, it's like, well, wait a minute. I've never heard of that. As a matter of fact, in all honesty, I think I probably met in real conversation a Muslim in my adult age, not my childhood age. I have to admit it, even being born and raised in the Bronx. Okay? For them to just start coming, and now they're out here just spreading like wildfire, breeding like roaches. I don't care what anybody says. I say what the hell I want to say. Now they want to take over and start changing American history. We're trying to figure out and get the right parts of history into the curriculum now. We've been trying to do it for decades, and now they want to come in and try to throw in their rendition, and then also come out and say that all Muslims have contributed to America and Texas. Has anybody ever heard of a Muslim Pulitzer Prize winner in America? I haven't. I mean, I'm just being honest. I haven't. I don't know any Muslim people out there that are with predominant names that did something very predominant in America that changed something in America for the better. I don't know about you people. I know I haven't. But this is the way they do it. They get enough people in, and then they want to change everything, and they want to take over. It's insane.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. David Barton, if you're watching this, you are a great historical scholar. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're 1/3 of all slaves in America Muslim. I don't know. I've never seen evidence to that or thought about that.
And that's another thing. All you lefties, all you black people on the left that are always crying about reparations, okay? Always bringing up the past about slavery, and not that we shouldn't bring up the past, but you're bringing it up to try to benefit your pockets so you can get more of a stronghold. You're going to stand for this? You're okay with this? The biggest thing in America for the past 250 years, the biggest argument one of the biggest arguments, but if not the biggest, has been the whole disgusting history of slavery in America. You're going to sit back, you're going to sit by, and now let them get a piece of that? Really? Okay.
Other thing that they want is they want the Mayflower Compact not to be taught. Another thing that they want is they want Columbus, all references to Columbus and Columbus Day removed. Another thing they want is they want Thanksgiving removed. Specifically, they want the 1789 President George Washington proclamation about Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving prayer, which is a National Archive document. This is a presidential proclamation. They want that removed. They don't want students from Texas learning about Thanksgiving or George Washington's Thanksgiving prayer.
You see, do you believe this? This is what they want. This is why Greg Abbott designated CARE in Texas as a terrorist group. But my question is this, Mr. Abbott. I'm not saying you're not doing your job. I just don't think you're doing a great job. No offense to anybody in Texas. You're doing a good job. And maybe it's a little political that, people in the background are working on it. But if they're considered a terrorist group, okay, if they're an existential threat to America, why are 650 non-for-profit Islamic organizations are in Texas? Why are they still building mosques by the dozens? Why isn't all this just shut down? Now, maybe there's something in the background working. I don't know. Okay? Something that's been on the news and nobody's been talking about it. It's hard for me to get footage, but I'm going to try. Now they got ICE in Minnesota picking people up in, not Minnesota, in Dearborn, Michigan. It's been hush-hush. And if you ask me, President Trump couldn't hire enough people to go and start cleaning up the Muslim communities. Because I guarantee you, 7 out of 10 of them are here illegally. We need to start kicking these people out. You need to start voting out the ones that are in power. You need to stop letting these liberals make you feel guilty and letting these Muslims take over school boards or community boards or whatever the hell the case is. You need to go out there and vote. Vote against it. The Democrats don't care. In their eyes, vote blue no matter who. But they're also letting these people take power. And they're not understanding that if they get their way and they're done with us, they're going to turn around and they're going to be done with you too. Wake up.
Another thing that they want is they want added that the Alamo was influenced by Islam. Did you know, according to them, I mean, this is so laughable. This is such a rewrite of history. Did you know that according to them, that the design of the Alamo is specific to Islamic architecture, and that the people who built the Alamo were trying to honor Islam whenever they built the Alamo? I'm telling y'all, you can't make this up. You cannot make up this rewrite of history that they are wanting. Also, they are wanting to include several people who have written great works of fiction. I'm going to say it that way. It's a rewrite of America history and Texas history. So I'm going to say these great works of hubris and fiction to be included in teaching our children as facts about Muslim contributions to the founding of the United States of America and Muslim contributions to the founding of Texas. So y'all, I'm telling you, look, here it is. This is the 2-page demand list from this terrorist organization on what they want your children and what they want your grandchildren to be taught. And I'm telling you, they're going to hit this big, beautiful wall right here. This is going to be a hard no. This is a beautiful red, white, and blue wall that I get to honor. I have the honor of representing you, SBOE 7, and I promise you this terrorist organization is hitting this beautiful red, white, and blue wall. This is not acceptable. We're going to teach Christopher Columbus. We're going to teach the 10 Commandments. We're going to teach Thanksgiving. We're going to teach George Washington Thanksgiving prayer. We are certainly not going to teach that the Alamo was designed and built to honor Islam. So God bless y'all. Y'all keep praying. We're going to keep on winning, and God bless Texas.
You have to, people. We have to stand up. This cannot be happening. This cannot happen. These people are out of their minds. These people are nothing but terrorists. They want to destroy Western foundations. They want to destroy America. And the liberals and the Democrats, especially you freaking bleeding heart liberals on the left, you liberals are helping destroy this country from within. Just like President Trump said, the destruction will come from within. Just like our founding fathers said, if America is ever going to be destroyed, they're going to try to destroy it from within. From within first, and take over and take over and take over. And you people are just not understanding it. You think that you're on the right side of history. You think that you're fighting for what's good. The enemy is at our doorstep. This is not a video to get everybody in an uproar and go out there and hurt anybody. No. They're trying to get in through votes. Okay? They're trying to get in through buying up property. They're trying to convert churches, cathedrals, rewrite history. You have to stop them at all those passes. You have to stop them. You have to stop them, people. You know, the county in Florida that I'm in, I was looking around. And I think I mentioned this before. I'll make this quick and I'll end the video. Where there are some Muslim people here, okay? Very quiet. I mean, you can probably count them all if you take your time. And I looked around to find out there's no mosque in this county. Okay? There just isn't. But what did I come across the other day? I had a friend of mine tell me, oh, there's this new Middle Eastern store that opened up on this strip of the road and this and that. And I'm like, he thought it was Filipino. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check it out. You know, I like Filipino food. So I'm driving around and I'm just like, and I wanted to take my phone and record it. If I get a chance, I will, and put it on another video so you guys can see. But I just, when I had reached the area where the intersection, that's when I seen it, and it just blew my mind. Okay? The whole storefront, the whole top, I mean, it's got to be 40, 50 feet long. It says Palestinian market or something like that. And I'm like, seriously? Out of the clear blue. It's not Filipino. It's Palestinian. I'm like, when the hell did that pop up? There aren't that many Muslims here in this county. So you have to ask yourself, why? Why is that there? Who opened it up? How many people can honestly say they love Palestinian food? I'll tell you why. It's a front. And I don't mean that they're doing something wrong inside, but what it is, it's basically like a home base. Why? If I had to guess, more and more of them will be coming into this county. They're basically setting up shop. Okay? How long before they raise their flag? How long before they think that they could come into this little red? And when I'm saying this county is red, it is blood red. You cannot drive 20 minutes without counting 100 American flags coupled with President Trump flags. I mean, it's all over the place. Churches everywhere. Baptist churches everywhere. Christian churches, Catholic churches everywhere. Pentecostal churches everywhere. And yet, they come and open up a market? People, what this woman said, what I read you, okay, and what the first woman said in front of Congress, this is not a dog whistle. This is an eye-opener. If you thought it's only going to happen in the blue states, guess again. You heard what that woman said. They're trying to make Texas and Florida a stronghold. They know that Texas and Florida, when it comes to voting, are the two biggest strongholds for the right. They've got California, they've got New York, they got Michigan, they got Minnesota, they got Patterson, New Jersey. Should we go on? Now they want to take over the red enclaves. And not only just take it over, they're trying to change the history of America. It's bad enough we have to worry about these people on the left trying to indoctrinate the children into their rainbow coalition, their rainbow mafia. Now we got to worry about the Muslims trying to push curriculum that's going to change our history, our way of life. And they're coming after the kids, just like the rainbow mafia on the left going after the kids. Now we got to worry about the kids being taught that, and being taught about Islam, being taught about a man who married and raped a child because it was okay by his God. But if you mention Christmas, can't do that because it offends people. You mention Christ, can't do that because it offends people. Well, guess what, people? Get offended, because I will not stop talking about it. I will not stop talking about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And once again, this is a Christian nation. Get it through your heads. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass the channel around. And if you can help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App and my merch store. So remember, people, stay vigilant. Keep praying for each other. Keep praying for the women and the children. Pray for this country. Pray for your enemies. Pray for President Trump. And don't forget to pray for all the missing children. Peace.